my god. Oh my god. Okay. If you wonder why I'm feeling like this, well, I just watched Godzilla Raids Again for the first time in years. And holy crap, I do not remember it being as bad as it was. Ugh. Okay. Excuse me one moment. Sorry, I had to get that out. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. Godzilla Raids Again is a piece of crap. Now, is it the worst Godzilla movie I've ever seen? No. Oh, but don't worry, I'll get to that one. I will get to that one. But in this video, I'm talking about Godzilla Raids Again. Okay. First of all, after doing research on this movie, Toho rushed this movie out. So first of all, the movie looks cheap. It looks cheap. The suits don't look as good. The practical effects do not look as good. But unfortunately, I was not able to watch the Japanese version because I have heard that the Japanese version is better than the American version. And unfortunately, all I could get was the American version. And oh my god, it was a piece of crap. Okay, first of all, the American version is heavily edited. They decided to change Godzilla's name to Godzilla. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. They decided to change Godzilla's name to oh my god. Oh, I'm telling you, this movie was so frustrating, I can't even talk. Alright, let's try this again. America decided to change Godzilla's name to Gigantus the Fire Monster. Now, I will admit there was some good things in this movie. There was some good things, and here's one. Godzilla had his first fight in the franchise in this movie, and it was against Anguirus. Now, I will admit, his fight with Anguirus in this movie is pretty good. I did enjoy the fight. But, at the same time, there was another problem. Godzilla's roar was heavily edited in this version. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Anguirus' roar. I love it. It's a classic roar. But in this movie, they made Godzilla part of the Anguirus family. And because of that, for most of the movie, Godzilla roared like Anguirus. Now, I'll admit, Godzilla roaring like Anguirus didn't bother me that much, because like I said, I love Anguirus' roar. But, the worst thing about this movie for me, the worst thing about it, was the dubbing. The English dubbing was horrendous. The dubbing was horrendous. You had and after doing research, there was a famous actor who dubbed and who did some of the dubbing. The famous Asian actor George Takei was one of the dubbers in this movie. Now, granted, at the time of this movie came out, George Takei was an unknown. And you know what? After looking this movie up online, I could hear. You know what? After hearing his voice, I could hear him. I could recognize him. Because George Takei is a very popular actor. He's played in Star Trek. And he's played in other popular movies and TV shows. Now, I did not have a problem with Godzilla and Anguirus' suit. I didn't have a problem with them. Alright, first of all, the story was crap. The story was crap. But back to the dubbing. You had people reading the lines of the movie, but at the same time trying to say them in a Japanese accent. They tried to read the lines in English, but in a Japanese accent. And it was horrendous. Excuse me. Okay, let's finish this review before I go insane. Now, when the monsters get revealed, you have these two pilots that are on this island. Well, Godzilla and Anguirus get revealed and they're fighting. Well, the fight itself was great. I didn't have a problem with it. But then you had these two guys hiding between like these two rocky mountains or whatever. And at one point, you had a rock hit a guy right in the chest and he just brushed it off. I mean, it didn't even hurt him. It didn't even hurt him. And it was a big rock. How in the heck do you brush something like that off? I mean, at least he should have been holding his chest in pain. Here's the worst, man. When it comes to the human actors, here's the worst scene. Later in the movie, now first of all, this movie does not take place in Tokyo. It takes place in Osaka. When you have Godzilla show up in Osaka, well, at the same time, while Godzilla is in Osaka, you have these prisoners that are going to jail. They escape from police custody, so you have these cops chasing these prisoners. Well, this one prisoner happens to get a gun. He shoots it back at the cops. A bullet hits the cop right in the chest, and he just goes, "Oh, I didn't get shot." And he just keeps chasing him. Oh my God, this movie is so horrible. Okay, I'm just gonna hurry up and finish this because I'm supposed to leave here in a minute. So I just wanted to get this review out of the way. Okay. So, Godzilla and Anguirus are fighting in Osaka, which, like I said, the monster fighting in this movie is great. I loved it. So, they're fighting. So, Godzilla wins by biting Anguirus' neck, killing him. And then Godzilla blows his atomic breath and incinerates Anguirus' corpse. So after all that, Godzilla goes back into the sea and he goes through this icy mountain island, whatever. It was like an island of ice. And so you had I guess you call it the Japan Air Force Defense or whatever it's called. So they see Godzilla on this icy island. So they get the idea of shooting missiles at the icy mountains to bury Godzilla. To bury Godzilla in ice. Well, they get about halfway to burying him. But then they have to go back and get more missiles. So They get more missiles, they come back, and Godzilla is almost out of the ice, so they finish it up. Godzilla gets buried in ice, and he's never heard from again. Or that's what we were led to believe. Okay, guys, I'm done. I just wanted to get this review out of the way because this movie sucked. It sucked, and I was glad that it was over. Like I said, it's not the worst Godzilla movie ever, but we will get to that one here soon. So, but thankfully, the next Godzilla movie I review is one I actually love because it was the very first Godzilla movie I saw as a kid. I mean, yes, it's cheesy, but I love it. And so the next Godzilla movie that I will review will be Godzilla vs. King Kong. Oh, my future's looking up.